Good day. How are you today? You good, right? Okay. So are you ready for today's lesson? So today in agricultural science, we are going to be learning about flowering plants. Okay? Our topic for today in agricultural science is on flowering plants. Okay? So we are going to be looking at the different parts of flowering plants, okay? So are we ready for today's lesson? Good. So one of the parts we have first are the roots. These are typically underground structures that anchor the plant, absorb water and nutrients from the soil and store energy. So the roots usually are on the ground and anchor the plant while absorbing water and nutrients from the soil. Then we have the stems. Stems provide support for the plant and serve as conduits for water, nutrients, and sugars. They can be above the ground or on the ground. So the stem provides support for the plant and transports water and nutrients from the roots to the rest of the plant. Okay? Then the leaves. Leaves are primary sites for photosynthesis, where the plant converts sunlight to energy. They also play a crucial role in transpiration and gas exchange. So the leaves are where photosynthesis takes place, allowing the plant to make its own food using sunlight and water. Okay? So the parts of flowering plants we have are roots, stems, leaves. So these are parts of flowering plants, okay? Flowers. Flowers are the productive organs of the plant. They produce pollen and contain the female reproductive parts and the male reproductive parts. The flowers are the reproductive parts of the plant that contains the male parts and the female parts. Then the fruits. After successful pollination and fertilization, the ovary of the flower develops into a fruit, which protects and disperses the seeds. Fruits come in various shapes and sizes. So the fruits developed from the ovary of the flower and contain seeds. It often serves as a means for seed dispersal. Then we have seeds. Seeds are the next generation of plants. They contain the embryo and a store of nutrients to help the new plant grow when conditions are right. The seeds are the result of the fertilization of the flower. They grow into a new plant under the right condition. So these parts we just mentioned works together to help plants survive, reproduce and grow. So all the parts we mentioned concerning the flowering plants, they work together to help plants survive, reproduce and grow. Okay? So the parts of flowering plants we mentioned are the roots, the stem, the leaves, flowers, fruits, seeds, right? So these are the parts of flowering plants. Okay? So we are going to be looking at the functions of these parts. Okay? Good. So the functions of the roots: anchor the plant in the soil, absorb water and minerals from the soil, store energy in the form of starch. So these are the functions of the roots: anchor the plant in the soil, absorb water and minerals from the soil, store energy in the form of starch. The function of the stem: support the plant, keeping it upright, transport water, nutrients and sugars between the roots and leaves, serve as a site for the production of leaves, flowers and branches. So these are the functions of the stem: support the plant, keeping it upright, transport water, nutrients and sugars between the roots and the leaves, serve as a site for the production of leaves, flowers and branches. So we now know the function of the roots and the function of the stem, right? Good. Functions of the leaves: perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight, carbon dioxide and water into sugars, which is food, for the plant. Transpire, releasing excess water vapor and helping with cooling. So these are the functions of the leaves: perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight, carbon dioxide and water into sugars for the plant. Transpire, releasing excess water vapor and helping with cooling. So we now know the functions of the leaf. Then the flowers. The functions of the flowers contain male and female reproductive parts for sexual reproduction. Attract pollinators such as bees and butterflies. Produce seeds through fertilization. So these are the functions of the flowers. Contain male and female reproductive parts for sexual reproduction. Attract pollinators such as bees and butterflies, and produce seeds through fertilization. The functions of the fruits: protect and nourish the seeds, aid in seed dispersal, as animals may eat the fruit and later spread the seeds. So these are the functions of the fruits: protect and nourish the seeds, aid in seed dispersal, as animals may eat the fruit and later spread the seeds. Then the functions of the seed: carry genetic information for the next generation, can remain dormant until conditions are suitable for germination, ensuring the plant's survival. So these are the functions of the seed: carry genetic information for the next generation, can remain dormant until conditions are suitable for germination, ensuring the plant's survival. So we now know the functions of the parts of flowering plants, right? We now know the functions of the different parts of flowering plants. Do we? Good. Let's look at another type of plants. We have monocotyledonous plants. These are plants that have one cotyledon in their seeds. These monocots have leaves like typically monocots have leaves with parallel veins, and their flowers often have parts in multiples of three. Examples of monocots include grasses, lilies, orchids. Okay? Okay. Then we have the dicotyledonous trees. Dicotyledonous plants. These are plants that have two cotyledons in their seeds. Okay. Dicots usually have leaves with a branching network of veins and flowers with parts in multiples of 4 or 5. Examples of dicots include sunflowers, roses, and oak trees. Okay, so today we talked about parts of flowering plants, their functions, monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous plants, right? So this is on flowering plants. Okay, today's lesson was on flowering plants, right? Good. So we understood today's lesson, right? Okay, so we are going to be looking at our assignments. I'm sure we are going to be able to do our assignments because we talked about them today. Did we? Yes, we did. We talked about them in today's video, right? Good. Okay.